So good evening, YouTube. I'm reading through some of these comments. Has Ancelotti been sacked? Can somebody enlighten me? Quite a few of you in this chat are saying Ancelotti has been sacked. Is that actually true? Has he actually been sacked? I'd take Ancelotti now. I would actually take Ancelotti. So yeah, if he has been sacked, welcome to the club, Don Carlo, because that's who I wanted to replace Arsene Wenger. It's not official yet. Oh, okay, I just see a report. It was in Spanish though, yeah, saying that he's about to be sacked. So yeah, it's listen, get Ancelotti, get Don Carlo. Come on, Don Carlo. Welcome to the club, baby. But yeah, listen, we've got a game Thursday evening. All of the games are on Amazon Prime. They've got every single Premier League game this week. So yeah, it's a weird kickoff time, and it's a weird day to have a football match in the Premier League. It's a Thursday, 8:15 UK time kickoff. So yeah, it's going to be a late evening for me and for every other Arsenal fan, because I'll be doing a watch along with Chig, and we'll be doing our player rating straight afterwards. Obviously, I'm an hour behind because it's actually 10:10 here. So yeah, obviously I'm an hour behind on time. So the game kicks off 9:15 in Spain. So yeah, but we have got a game on Thursday, and it's going to be very interesting to see what his selection is for this game. I've seen a few people saying that the players did train today. Well, Freddie's either lying or they were there just doing light training. Because listen, he said in his press conference that the players didn't train yesterday, and same again today was his exact words. So who knows whether they were at Colney? Cool, they might have been, but they might have just been doing some light jogging instead of actual proper training. But his words were they haven't trained. So I don't know, but it's going to be very interesting to see what his team lineup is going to be, his selection and stuff like that, because he got his selection wrong for me on Sunday against Norwich. He got his subs wrong for me against Norwich, and our £72 million record signing was sat on the bench, which I just found weird. He brought Martinelli on with a minute to go. Again, a weird decision. And yeah, I'm hoping that he's learned from that, because for me, like I said on my stream earlier, I mean, he played Aubameyang. Don't get me wrong, I thought Aubameyang played very well. Even take his 2 goals out of the equation, I thought he was one of the better players on the pitch. But he played him right wing when you've got a record signing right winger on the bench. I just didn't get that. For me, the front three has to be Martinelli left, Pepe right, Aubameyang up front. So you've already got 3 of my starting 11, because that's what I will be picking. And I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be the case. You know, you've got pace, you've got trickery, you've got raw ability. You know, Martinelli gets the ball, he just runs at people. But let's have it right here. Yeah, Brighton are a very decent outfit. Obviously, my doppelganger is the manager. Big up man like Graham Potter. Just signed a new contract as well. Man's eating good since them Osterson days. And I fully blame Wenger for all of the comparisons, because if we hadn't got Europa League, nobody would have known who Graham Potter was. So now, yeah. So yeah, now everyone's comparing me to Graham Potter. Thanks for that. But to say that I'm confident is probably an understatement, or an overstatement, sorry. I'm not confident. I wouldn't say I'm confident. I'm not confident in any game we've gone into recently. But we're at home. Depending on how many people turn up, that might help, it might not help. But I just want to see a performance for 90 minutes. Like at the weekend, we played well for 40 minutes, and then we'd conceded 2 goals still. So I just think that it's about time that we had a performance. I don't know how many weeks I've said this now. We haven't won a Premier League game since the 6th of October. That's nearly 2 months since we won a Premier League game. Yes, I know there was an international break in the middle, but that's just sad. That is proper sad. And I'm just hoping that some of these players actually understand what it's like or what it means to play for the club, because I feel like a lot of them just genuinely don't get it, and they're just there for the paycheck. They're just there for the prestige of playing for Arsenal Football Club and the exposure that gives them. You know, some of the performances these people have put in. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm confident, but we should be beating Brighton. But on the flip side of that, they did very well against Liverpool. They lost in the end. they were 2-0 down. Obviously, Alisson got sent off, and then they got a goal a couple of minutes later. But at times in that game, they outplayed Liverpool. You know, against Leicester City, Georgie, who watches these streams, he's a Leicester fan. They outplayed Leicester, and they held Leicester for 70-odd minutes before conceding. So this is no means an easy game. And I just think that, you know, obviously the players are not confident at the minute. I get that. But the work rate's not been there. They're not helping each other. They're not fighting for each other. I was talking in a group chat earlier on to a couple of pals on that, and they were saying, like, when you go back to the Vieira and Petit days and players like that, and I know it's going back a long, long time and we can't really compare the players, but they'd manage it in game, regardless of what Wenger used to say to him. Vieira would go out there and just say, no, Manu, you ain't bombing forward. Let's just sit and protect the defence for 10 minutes. What midfielder in our team is doing that? You look at the goals we conceded against Norwich, all of our midfielders are in their half. It's like, where is Xhaka? Where is Guendouzi? Where is Joe Willock? You know, and even Ozil, you know, he played 2 number 10s at the weekend, which was just baffling. Like Joe Willock and Ozil were essentially number 10s at one point. Then you've got Ozil playing right wing at one point, and then he was left wing, and it was just all over the place. Just go with the best players in the right positions. And, you know, until a manager does that, I've said it many, many times, we're always going to be sitting here moaning about it. You know, to play Xhaka in the team, I don't think is beneficial for the team. Put Torreira next to Guendouzi and then go with Joe Willock, or then go with Ozil. Yeah. You know, to put Mustafi in, cool, fair enough. I could accept that. I put Mustafi in. But at the same time, you just got to look at it and think, like, sometimes too many chopping and changing, too many players that are starting games for Arsenal shouldn't even be at the club, let alone starting games. And then players that are sat on the bench should be starting games, do not get a game. What has Martinelli got to do to get a game? What has Pepe got to do to get a game? And people can bang the drum about, oh, but Pepe hasn't been training properly. He's not been training properly. Why is he in the squad then? You know, Matt Le Tissier never trained properly. George Best never trained properly. You know, I could name loads of players. Eric Cantona. You know, there's loads of players down the years that have not trained properly, but then turn up on match day and turn it on. You know, we've had the same issue with Mesut Ozil this season about he's not trained properly. Unai Emery did the right thing then. If he hasn't been training properly, you're not in the squad. Yeah, at the weekend, he basically come out and said, I picked players based on how they've been training, which is why certain players ain't in and this player ain't in and he ain't starting and he ain't starting. Well, if Pepe hasn't been training properly, why pick him and leave Reece Nelson at home? It made no sense to me. And I fully expect us, well, actually, I don't expect anything because I feel like I've been let down already. Yeah, and I know it's only been one game and a lot of people are moaning that I'm moaning after one game. Well, no, I will fully moan because I expected better of a man who has been there all season as assistant. And I hope he turns it around on Thursday because if we go into that game on Thursday and do what we did at the weekend, we'll lose. We'll lose because Brighton are better than Norwich and they've got better players than Norwich. The fans will start turning at the ground. And whether you agree with that or not, well, that's up to them. If they want to start moaning and jeering and booing and doing whatever, that's fully up to them to do what they want. They paid their money, so they can do it. I don't agree with booing, but if people want to boo, it's the only way they can get their emotions and their thoughts across. Then that's up to them, isn't it? But at the same time, when people are sitting there telling me, oh, you're always negative. Yeah, you clearly only started watching my channel after Palace then because I was more positive than anyone and being told I was deluded for being positive. Like, you know, that's the internet for you. If you're positive, oh, you're deluded. And if you start moaning, you're negative. Yeah, that's why I always say what I see. And if people don't like it, don't watch it. It's as simple as that. But to answer your question, Ollie, I live in Spain, mate. So unless you want to pay for my flight back every week, I won't be on it. So there we go. But like I said, I'm not really that confident right now. I need them players and the interim manager to give me something and show me something to go, do you know what? I've actually seen something different today. And hopefully that will be on Thursday. And hopefully we go out there and put a 5-star performance in. Hopefully he picks the best 11. Because all season we've not picked our best 11. For me, the best 11 should be playing week in, week out until proven otherwise that they're not doing it. And I said this the other day. Nicola Pepe is our record signing. make him play his way out of the team. He shouldn't have to play his way into the team. We spent 72 million for a reason. So play him and then let him play his way out of the team. Bukayo Saka is a young 18-year-old kid coming through the academy. You should play your way into the team. Yeah, it shouldn't be the other way around, that you're getting in the team and the record signing should play his way into the team. No, 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 no. We spent £72 million on the guy for a reason. Start him. And then when he's had 5 games and he's been crap for 5 games, you can go, right, gave you 5 games, mate. Now Saka's going to go in. Yeah? Or now Martinelli's going in. Or now this person's going in, Reece Nelson, whoever it may be. You don't do it roles reversed where the youngster gets a start or gets in off the bench and is your go-to guy rather than your record signing. Why sign him? Why spend all of that money on that guy? Go and sign a centre-back with that money. It just... all of these decisions, I know they're not all Freddie's decisions, so I get that, yeah? But all of these little cock-ups along the way have fully ended up with us being a banter club. And I don't care what anyone says. We are a banter club. Us and Man United right now are trying to outdo each other on who is the biggest banter club. And every single time Man United cock up, we go one level further. Every time we cock up, Man United go one level further. And like I said, you don't spend £72 million on a player and then make him play his way into the team. You've done that money for a reason, and he should fully be starting games every week until proven that he ain't good enough for a certain period of time, whether that be 3 games, 5 games, 10 games. Then you drop him and say, right, you'll be on the bench for the next 3 or 4, and we'll bring you off the bench on 65 minutes or something, or an hour or 75 minutes. The way it's working at the moment is our record signing sits on the bench. A youngster that should be nowhere near that first team has probably had more minutes or thereabouts the same amount of minutes as our record signing. Like, how? And if you look at the productivity of the pair of them, it ain't exactly great from either of them. But the record signing has that magic touch when he, like against Victoria. When we played Victoria, I knew he'd score that second free kick. You just knew he was scoring it. Yeah. For me, Martinelli should be starting over Saka as well, because I think he's our second top goal scorer. I'm sure he's our second top goal scorer. I think he scored more than Laka this season. And obviously Aubameyang's ahead. But why is it when you need a goal that he wasn't the go-to man or Pepe was the go-to man? Because for me, out of them 3, Saka's last on the pecking order. As for defence and midfield, every week, all season, we're getting it wrong. Yeah. The strike force, you could go, okay, cool, I kind of accept that. But when you're getting the strike force, the midfield and the defence wrong, and obviously he's only had 1 game. So I'd like to see him change it and do something on Thursday, because he has to pick the best 11. And we haven't had our best 11 picks at this club probably since Wenger was here, because Emery chopped and changed every single week. Thank you, Mark, for your donation. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'd probably go as far as to say that Wenger was the last time we picked our best 11. So what, 2 years ago? 18 months, 2 years. And Gary says, how does warming the bench build Pepe's confidence so we get the best from him? Exactly. You start him, you say to him, you've got the next 5 games. You've got the whole of December. Yeah. At the end of December, if he's not doing it, or he's not scored that many goals, or he's not created, or he's not affecting the game in a positive way after the end of December, you then say to him, bruv, you've had December, you're now on the bench. And then you go with Nelson, or you go with Martinelli, or you go with Saka, or you go with somebody else out there. Yeah, because how can you spend that much money on a player and just bench him? We're not Man City, we're not PSG. You know, we're not Real Madrid. You can't just buy a £70 million player and dump him on the bench and make him play his way into the team. No, I don't care if he ain't doing it in training. Yeah, a 10% Pepe is better than 100% Saka. It's as simple as that. That's why we've done 72 million on him. You know, that should be the idea, that he's 10 times better than the kid in the youth setup. Martinelli should be starting every week as well. Martinelli one side, Pepe the other side, Aubameyang up top. What has Lacazette done to warrant getting played every week? What has he done this season? He has been dead this season. And I love Lacazette, yeah? Thank you, Taib. Thank you for your donation, mate. So, yeah, I don't understand. But I'm hoping that Freddie's learnt from that monumental cock up at the weekend, and that he's going to go with the best 11. The results are in, and my wife left me. I swear, every single day, bro. Thank you for that, MM Productions. I hope you're good. I hope you get your wife back. I hope the kids come back with her. But yeah, Lacazette don't warrant starting at the moment. Martinelli should be the first name on the team sheet. Pepe should be starting. Abba up front. I'm not going to give away my whole 11. I'll do that tomorrow in my preview tomorrow at 9 o'clock. But so yeah, there we go. But I'm not really that confident, if I'm being honest. Yes, I'm going to go through my Lacazette. Well, listen, he was Lacazette again at the weekend, bruv. Proper. He obviously didn't watch my stream. Maybe if he watches this stream, he might not be Lacazette again. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that when I do my starting 11, I am going to go with what I think, based on this season's performances, is our best 11. So when you get my 11 tomorrow night, that is the best 11 in my opinion, based on this season. Yeah, not based on names, not based on what they've done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. It will be the best 11 based on this season. Providing they're fit, then obviously they'll be there. So yeah, when you get that, that's my 11. You don't need to give it away because we all know what our best 11 is, says Abermon. Well, there we go. There we go. And that's the thing. I've said this many times as well, right? You know, we can all sit here and we can all go with our best 11s. Yeah, we'll pick 8 or 9 players exactly the same. Yeah, we'll do exactly the same. And you know, that's kind of worrying that 2 managers, Freddie and Emery, have started players that none of, or some of them, wouldn't get into our 11. You know, and if thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Arsenal fans can sit there and pick an 11 and pick 8 or 9 players identical, and we've never met each other, we've never worked with the players, we've never done this, we're basing it off of what we see week in, week out, yeah, on TV or at the ground or whatever, and we're sitting in this chat and 99.9% of us would probably pick at least 8 players the same. Yeah. How can 2 managers that work with them day in, day out not see that? What do they see in training? And I'll throw it Wenger into the mix here as well. What does Wenger, Emery and Freddie see in training to start Granit Xhaka? What do them 3 see in training to start Kolasinac, to start Mustafi, to start Socrates? I know Freddie hasn't started him yet, but what did the others see to start Socrates, especially this season? Last season, I get it. When he played with Holding, I actually thought he did really well until Holding got injured and then Socrates fell off quick sharp. Yeah. What have they seen? Like, I don't understand, and I don't think I will understand, because for me, I had somebody message me going on the last stream I did, "Oh, you're very toxic. You're very toxic. You should back the team." Yeah, I've not backed him, have I, mate? Of course I ain't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll sit on this and say exactly what I want. When the match is on, I'll back the team. At the end of the game, I wouldn't say what I want. Yeah, what can't people understand about that? All these people that say that to me have clearly never watched the game live, because if you did, you'd come out of there a quivering wreck and need medical attention because of the amount of abuse our players get on match day from match-going fans. Yeah, so if you're that much of a snowflake and you don't like what I'm saying on a camera, definitely don't go to the Emirates or an away match. Yeah, because you will be left mortified and it'll scar you for life, mate, because you're clearly very fragile. Big up the McManus. We're an effing sham. Sick of this now. Well, listen, we are a sham. And if Ancelotti is on the verge of being sacked, get him straight away. He knows the Premier League. He's won in the league. Did he win the league with Chelsea? I'm sure he won the league with Chelsea. If he didn't, he definitely won trophies at Chelsea. I'm sure he won the league, though. He can speak English. He's managed bigger clubs than us, AC Milan and Real Madrid. The job's not too big for him. He was my choice to replace Wenger. Fully go and get him. Fully go and get him. Get him to bring Koulibaly with him. Get him to bring Allen with him. Yeah, get them too as well. Happy days. Give them Torreira as part of the deal. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the goal against Tottenham. It's time to say adios, amigos. 401 people watching live, 52 likes. Come on, people. You watch my streams every single day. You already know the drill. Let's drive that through 100, and I'll keep waffling and read some of your comments out. Cody, Upperman, and Decore are shit. Okay. Your opinion, mate. Lampard do the same with Pulisic. Now look at Pulisic. Well, Listen, Lampard's actually done all right with them, to be fair. It's a disgrace that our club, like Arsenal, is in this state. It needs to get sorted. Evening to you, Joanne, darling. It does. It's very upsetting. Yes, Lee, Ancelotti in, says sexual vanilla Lee. You and your names, brother, I swear. Alan is a beast. Exactly. Put him in midfield. Straight swap for Torreira. If they want a bit of cash, we'll give them a bit of cash as well. But yeah, if Ancelotti gets sacked, which is by all accounts, it looks like he's about to, get him. 100% go and get him. Yeah, 100% get him. The guy is quality. Yes, he might have left them 7th in the league or whatever. Who cares? People are sitting there saying take Pochettino, and he left Tottenham 14th. So why would we not want Ancelotti? Go and get Ancelotti. Lee, you are so toxic. Thanks, McManus. It must be all the Suave. Lee, alcoholic gunner's at it again on his first can of beer, you know. Bring back the donkey punch. Yeah, donkey punch the like button. Come on. I'm very good, Rosalind. I'm very good. Thank you very, very much for asking. I hope you're good. Looking fresh. I'm feeling fresh as well. Thank you very much. Life in Spain's treating me kind of well. I've been here just over a month now. A month and what's today's date? 3rd. I've been here a month and 2 days, and it's been really good. It's been really nice. Totally chilled, man. Different way of life. Less busy. Everyone's happy. You see somebody walking down the street, they say hello to you. Yeah, whereas back home, everyone's just angry, aggressive. Ain't about that life. I just come here to chill, man. Ancelotti or Rafa? Oh, God. Do you know what? I'd have to... That's a tough question. That's a tough question. That is a tough question. Because they've both done all right in this league, and they've both managed big football clubs. I don't know, man. I'd have to go Ancelotti. You've put me on the spot there. I'd have to go Ancelotti, just for the fact that he's managed AC Milan and Real Madrid. Yeah, 2 massive powerhouses of football clubs. That obviously AC Milan are not the great Milan they were, but when he managed them, they were. And then he managed Real Madrid. The first thing he'd done at Madrid was say, "Adios, Ozil. Bye-bye." I think he called him a bitch as well, didn't he? Or was that Jose? One of them, I think he called him a bitch. So he had him rumbled from 7 years ago. So yeah, I'd have to go Ancelotti, if I'm honest. Nice tan, thank you. It's a bit faded, if I'm being honest. It's been raining the last couple of days, so I haven't been able to get my tan on by the pool. So yeah, big up 7th for Risho in the building. Ancelotti and Ozil would clash again. It'd get rid of him again. It'd be lush. It'd be great. Ta-ta. Unique says it's not allowing me to donate to you. Listen, don't worry about it, bruv. It's not about donations. I'm just happy you're watching, bruv. So thank you. Big up yourself. I hope you had a good day, mate. I hope it's not too cold down in London town. Some of you people and your names are hilarious, man. Big up Conor McGlash. Allegri. You want Allegri? Okay, I'll take Allegri. Listen, there's some managers out there that have managed massive football clubs. Listen, Allegri's managed Juve. Yes, it might have been a 1-team league, but you still got to win it. His English ain't great, and that's the thing that a lot of people have taken the mick out of Emery for, is his English, all forgetting that Pochettino had an interpreter for the first 6 months. So there is ways around this. I remember when Pochettino took over and all of our fans were going, look, he's got an interpreter. Now, 5.5 years later, he's fluent in English and everyone wants him. Who's to say that he ain't going to be fluent in English in a couple of months' time? So, you know what I mean? There's ways around this stuff. Big up the disabled gunner. Hope you're good, buddy. Thanks for your donation. No manager will change anything. Major problems within the club mentality. The club is going to spend years outside of the top 4 like Liverpool used to. Well, it's kind of sad, but you nail on the head with that, my friend. And until we get somebody, like I've said, that come in and don't care about how big your name is, like an Ancelotti. Look at Ancelotti. Ancelotti went into Real Madrid, arguably the biggest club in the world. Then Barcelona and United are the biggest 3, yeah? He went in there and went, yeah, Ozil, ta-ta, I want Gareth Bale. You're going. You're being sold for Bale. That's a big manager. That's a big decision. And all the Madristas were like, oh, my God, we've sold Ozil, all crying about it. Ronaldo came out with a quote, oh, I'm going to miss him. I can't believe he's gone. Ask Ronaldo now if he cares. 4 Champions Leagues later. No coincidence that they sold him and won 4 Champions Leagues, by the way. So yeah, big decisions are made by big managers. I would fully take Ancelotti. That is who I wanted to replace Wenger. So if he does get sacked, cool. Napoli's loss could be our gain. Like I said, he knows the league. He's won in this league. He's not afraid to make big decisions, and he's managed 2 massive football clubs in Milan and Real Madrid. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Big up my boy Flozanelli. Allegri, bro, did bits with Milan, then managed all those managed all of those ballers at the time. Yeah, Allegri's a decent manager. David Trower says, "Fuck Ancelotti. We need a big name manager like me." Says, "Good evening, Charlie." Hey, bro, I'll take you right now. I'm not in that way. Come on, there's no need to lower the tone and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'll take you as manager right now. But anyway, Ozil is a social media merchant. He's also a Fortnite merchant. Raul will get Marcelino over. Where's that comment gone? It's gone. It's gone. Big up yourself, Jeremiah, but it's gone. Marcelino, I think it was over Ancelotti. I think that's what you said, but the comments are coming so quick. Gareth Southgate incoming, no chance. Ancelotti's story is picking up steam in the last 10 minutes, says Adam. Well, listen, there's no smoke without fire. And them Italian journalists, big up themselves, yeah? That Fabrizio Romano, yeah? That guy is a top journalist. He called Pepe before anyone, yeah? He literally called Pepe the same night that David Ornstein came out and rubbished it and said, no, they're not in for Pepe. They can't afford Pepe. It's way off their radar. They haven't got the money. And I'll never forget that day because I landed at Malaga airport. I turned my phone off of flight mode and it popped up, we're in for Pepe. I was like, what? And then that Fabrizio Romano had put the tweet out there. And then a couple of hours later, Ornstein tweeted, Arsenal have got no interest in Nicolas Pepe. So there we go. So yeah, them Italian journos know their stuff. Where are we? Let's go back to that. Should we try Pepe on the left wing? Says Unique. Yeah, possibly. But do you know what? I think that I'd rather have Martinelli on the left wing and have Pepe on the left so he can cut in and start bending the shots. It's like an inverted winger. But you can mix them up in game. So you can start him on the right and Martinelli on the left and then switch him. If Ancelotti gets sacked, we won't have a buyout clause. Plus, that's top manager. Well, listen, that's the thing. If he gets sacked, he can go wherever he wants. We won't have to pay him out of his contract, will we? You want Ancelotti so he can sell Ozil again? No, honestly, all jokes aside, yeah, anyone who's watched my channel, I know you have as well, bruv, yeah? But anyone who's watched my channel for a long time, when Wenger was gone, my first choice was Ancelotti. Yeah, I think that a year later, now you're asking me that, 18 months later, yeah, he's not my number one choice. Obviously, I want Simeone. If he comes in, I'll be over the moon. Because I do think he's a very good manager. And listen, the job needs to be not too big for somebody. It wouldn't be too big for him. He's managed bigger clubs, which is why I wanted Jose. He's got the track record of managing big clubs, yeah, and big players. So, yeah. Bro, you're so lucky you could move out. I wish I could, but I'm so young for F's sake. All the negativity and anger, kiss my teeth. It's good to see you living your best life. Thanks, D00. Always a real one with me, mate. So thank you. And listen, if you believe it and dream it, it happens, bruv, yeah? And I've wanted out of that country for a long time. So work hard, graft, save as much money as you can, and go and get what you want, mate. Yeah, because if you believe it enough, you'll do it. And that's what I've done. I made the decision, I cut, mate, I was gone. Although I am back on the 19th, so back for a couple of weeks for Christmas and that. Would you swap Aubameyang for Koulibaly? No. Although we do need Koulibaly, but no. No, I wouldn't. Ancelotti will not be drawing away to Norwich. Exactly. He wouldn't. Do drive the likes up, people. Only 96 likes right now. I'll do another few minutes. We'll carry on going. And yeah, don't forget tomorrow I will be doing my preview. That'll be dropped at 9 o'clock. 5 o'clock, I'll get your starting 11s. And then we'll go from there. And let's have a little look here. Konate in. top player. Him and Upham and Khan, I'll take either of them. Short clip skill boy says, we love you, Lee. Thank you very much. 3 Spurs fans dislike it. Don't worry, man. Dislikes attraction on the channel, so it ultimately helps. What about Brendan Rodgers? Well, a lot of people are asking about Brendan Rodgers. There's better managers out there. There's better managers out there. But if he does come in, yeah, of course, he'd get us top 4 next season, I think. Nearly 500 people watching live. Thank you very much. Martinelli needs to start games now. How else is he going to break Pele's goal-scoring record? And hopefully it'll drive Lacazette to try harder and play better. Exactly, Elliot. I don't understand, right? I've grown up in an era where if you play well, you keep the shirt. That era seems to have just disappeared. And it's, oh, you're a big name. You're a big name. You came with big money. We'll play you. Unless your name's Pepe and we'll just sit you on the bench. Yeah, there's no good reason why Martinelli's not starting football matches. Off to watch Chig in a sec. Sorry, bro. All right, listen, well, I'll wrap this up then. Is Chig live right now? Let me have a look. Is he live right now? If he is, I'll wrap this up and let him crack on. Yeah, Chig is live right now. So go and check out Guna Eagle Eye. Link in the description. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I do appreciate it. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow. Getting your starting 11s at 5 o'clock and then doing my preview and starting 11 at 9 o'clock. Don't forget, daily transfer update will be out tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Already got that sorted. I'm going to record that now and that will be programmed in. But go to Chig's stream, go and spam his comment section and say Lee sent me. Just harass him. But thanks very much. Big up yourselves to everybody who's watched. Do stick a like on this video before you leave. I would fully appreciate that. And yeah, go and spam Chig's chat with Lee sent me. Laters, peeps.